Good evening, good evening, good evening, my Spirey friends. It's time for another one of those rounds of this horrible game that I have chosen to play consistently for some reason. Oh my god, that's a good start. So, we have a guest streamer today. Is she a streamer? She's not streaming this game and never has, and probably never will, but she's here. No hello?
No, you don't deserve a hello.
Brilliant. So this shyness means I'm gonna minimize the amount of annoyance.
What?
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 So we have PJam. That is a name I recognise. They've made it 16854. Above this, we have scores that don't look real. I suspect these ones aren't real. They're hacked. They're glitched, which means this is my target, 12th place. Let's see if I can get there. It's draft, time dilation, terminal silent. This is the strongest combination of modifiers I've seen in some time. Let's see if I can, make things happen. How do we draft a silent deck? What do you think? I think the answer is knives, personally. This is tricky, though. Tactician is very strong. It really is very strong. But you have to get the right cards to go with it. So Sneaky Strike isn't exactly the same boat. I don't know what to do.
I have no idea
You have
how
no
this
idea.
game works. So
Well,
I'm just gonna say, you play that game.
I'm gonna teach you how it works, is what I'm gonna do. That's good. I could use that. Sucker Punch is fine. Blade Dance. Second, Blade Dance. Dagger Throw is really strong. Crippling Cloud is fine. Backflip is defense. Backflip is defense.
Let me get into character.
Maneuver.
What does that card do, David?
Lure is defense. You don't... That's not a character I want.
Wow.
I want you to care without seeming completely patronizing. Do I go with Deflect or another attack? Maybe I could take Skewer. Skewer's sometimes useful. Okay. Okay, you can do maths, right? Where should I go?
What, maths?
Yeah.
Why do I need to do maths? What is the context of this maths?
I want to kill as many elites as possible and go to as many question rooms as possible. Which path will let me do that?
I think you have to go with the third one.
This one, right? And I get
yeah, okay. Well, you scrolling too quick for me to see.
Apologies.
Properly, so...
I hope I don't make you too spinny.
Nah, I'm all good today.
I'm proud of you for being not spinny. Okay.
There's been a really fun game that I've been playing that I wanted to play with Tom, actually.
So our first opponent is Slims. Slim Boys.
There's this monster at one point that's like a mushroom that releases spores, and when you get hit by the spores, your screen goes all blurry and funny, and it has disabled me several times.
I like when you get disabled by video games you're trying to play. That's quite funny. Sad but funny. You have to take amusement from these things, otherwise you lose out on the humour that life has. Acrobatics, incredibly strong card. Think about it, this is a card game, right? Draw 3 cards. Isn't that just stupidly strong? The thing that you use to win the game, you get 3 of. Surely that's the best.
Which one's the 9 of diamonds?
The 9 of Shopman has just appeared. This could have been anything, and it had to be the Shopman. What's he gonna sell me? Anything of consequence?
More shop.
I choose Tactician and Dagger Throw. And...
Shopman sells shop.
Whetstone or Frozen Eye? They're both quite bad, honestly. Maybe I'll take Frozen Eye just for the troll of it. Just for the lol of it. I'll never use it. I'll literally never use it. Just in case I don't get enough relics. Okay, I take the curse. Do you know why I'm taking the curse? The curses are bad, but if I have 5 of them in my deck at the end of the game, I get points. So... I'm not in it to play well, I'm in it to get lots of points. I would never take it if I wasn't a high score maniac. You can understand that, right? Don't you enjoy it when the numbers go big?
Sure.
I wish the numbers were bigger. I don't like it when enemies survive this long. It's quite rude. They need to be stabbed more.
I would like to be stabbed more.
Don't say that in front of your husband.
Why?
So, I don't know what to do about this guy. He's probably going to beat me up. Oh, I know what to do about this guy. Drink this potion. Play blur, which means my block will last a turn. Throw a knife at this guy. Backflip. Backflip. Escape plan. End my turn. Have 35 defense. He's doing 18. Can I draw my blur again? That would be pretty funny if I could do that. That's interesting. Not quite what I was after, though. Knives? How about knives?
Have you considered knives?
So this is where it gets unfortunate. I could probably deal with this guy, but that wasn't the route to go about it. That was not the method. I actually probably can't. I have very little expectation that I can beat him. So let's blur and backflip. So now I just need... Perfect. Okay. Outmaneuver so I have more energy. That's good. Dagger throw because I want to hurt him. Crippling cloud because I want to hurt him. Knives because I want to hurt him. Have I done it? Have I hurt him? Do you see that number above his head? That looks like a bit of a small number to me, to be honest.
Ouch.
Oh. Backflip! And what else? Knives. And sucker punch in the face. And next turn, Lagavulin does not attack, so there is absolutely no force in this earth that can really stop me from throwing things at his face. Maybe I should have thrown more things while I had the chance. 18 incoming. Can I finish him off, do you think? Yes. I see this working. Dagger throw, knives. No damage taken, and you get points every time you kill something without taking damage. What do you make of these cards?
Danger.
Do you have an opinion about cards?
I thought it said danger spray.
I don't like any of them, if I'm completely honest. You know what? I'm going to do something that only the smartest and most intelligent players do. And that is to not take a card.
Not gonna do it?
I don't take a card so that I don't draw the bad card when I've got my good cards that I want to draw. I could eat a parasite. What do you think? Should I eat a parasite or should I make the mushrooms angry?
Anger the shrooms.
It's rats. Do you notice that they're upside down rats that have been infested by a greater power? I don't imagine they're very happy about it, do you? I like collaborative streaming. I must say, it does add a little je ne sais quoi to my stream.
Am I the je ne sais quoi?
I mean, when you were playing as 10, you were the je ne sais quoi. I'm proud of that one. I thought that one was brilliant. And clearly so did you, because you're unable to stop laughing. And that was a D&D joke, by the way. The Genasi being the half genies that live in that game. I acquired a mushroom! You know how, Acrobatics I said was really good because it lets you draw 3 cards?
Mhm.
And how when you're playing a card game it's a good thing? Look at Calculated Gamble and what that does.
Oh.
Draw as many cards as there are in your hand. Isn't that so strong?
Yeah, but you have to discard them all first.
Well, if I'm playing that card, it means there was nothing in my hand I wanted. These guys are not very happy. They seem to all be poisoned. Wasn't me. I didn't fart. I fart in your general direction. Is that how it goes?
Surprisingly, yes.
See? I don't want those. I want these. Oh my god, I did want these. I scream in your general direction. I thrust in your general direction. I thrust.
Please don't thrust.
She's
No,
the silent.
we don't want to thrust.
She's the silent. She can thrust wherever she wants.
I don't think she can.
Look at that knife of hers. That's a thrusting tool of the highest order.
I'm not gonna say it. I won't sink to that level. Not today.
So, the plan, the solution to most problems is just knives, as you can see. Shiv, 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 shiv. So, would you play this game if you had the time?
No.
It's too complicated for you.
I'm just not a card game person.
That's fair. But
It's
the
not
heart,
that it's too complicated.
the
you
heart of the cards guides me. My
I
grandpa's
just don't
deck has no
particularly-
pathetic cards.
I'm not particularly a card games person.
That's fair. This is
Just do,
more of
prefer
a
something.
fighting roguelike kind of game than specifically cards. But the cards are how it is played, and so
And this kind
yeah.
of game too, actually, this kind of turn-taking side view
Yeah.
thing is not my vibe.
Understandable. I only played it because my friends started playing and I wanted to beat them at it. It was Callum
Now,
and Jack, it
Luma
was their
Island.
fault. Dead.
Luma Island is something I would play.
Also, I don't want to play the other versions of the same game because they don't appeal to me as much as this one would, and I'd have to stop playing this to play them.
I
5
think you would
poison,
like,
3 poison.
I think you would like Luma Island.
Probably.
Um,
But as with that, there are games that I play that are that sort of genre that I would have to stop playing to play that. I can only play one game at once, so I have to pick very carefully. 5 poison, 6 poison, 3 poison. I don't want poison. I don't need it. Which way? Left or right? Right has a question room and a shop man. Do we go to shop man? I think we do. Excuse me? Excuse me, sir? Shopman's great when he shows up when he's supposed to. If he shows up early and you don't have money, you find yourself questioning his life choices. I don't like him very much, to be completely honest. I want him to go. Let's take that, because it's useful. Ooh. That's good. That's too strong. That's very strong now. So before I can only play that once and it goes away. Now I can play it as many times as I want and it won't go away. So overall, quite the enterprising card. Also, this is horrible. The Silent is a horrible knife woman who does horrible knife things to people who don't deserve it. Did that louse deserve to be farted on? And then kicked in the face? Because I don't think he did. Escape plan. Backflip. There's calculated gamble again. But my plan for today is knives. And then calculated gamble, followed by more knives! Do you think this is enough knives?
You can never have too many knives.
You're correct. So if I see that card come up again, what am I going to do?
Stab 'em.
Exactly. Ooh. Did I just buy something that makes my knives even scarier? I did. Imagine taking 50% extra damage from my knives. Imagine if Tactician gave me 2 energy instead of 1 when I discarded it, which is practically every fight. Imagine if I was fighting a funny stickman. What would I do then? What strategy would I employ? Maybe I would calculated gamble and play outmaneuver and then play the knives and stabbity stabbity stab. And then he would say, "Ha! My shield is impregnable," developing all of 9 defense to my 20. And then I'd say, "Actually, your shield is quite pregnable." And then I would
hate the word pregnable.
then I would preg him in the face.
Please don't.
He pregged his own face on my knives. I've got knives sticking out of me now. It's pretty nice.
I worry about being here. I feel like I bring out the worst in you.
I think the worst of me is the best of me. Oh,
Yeah.
he hasn't stuck knives on him. These are the same knives. These are his knives, I've just realised. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. Only he hasn't turned them on yet, and I've turned my version of them on, and I'm gonna stab him in the face now. Can I defend against 9? Absolutely. I can defend against more than that. I'd like to have hit him a few times more, but I trust not. Calculated gamble. Can I get a defense card? I can scream at him. Let's have more energy, because he's gonna do a spin thing next time, and I'm not gonna enjoy it. Yeah. I don't like it when he spins around.
You spin me right round.
But,
baby, right round.
okay, 3 times 4, what's that? What do I have to get to not get hurt by that?
You want me to do 3 times 4?
Well, can't you?
You want me to do that hard math?
You know, not necessary. He's no longer in his spinning around phase anymore. He's incapable of it. Who needs 3 times 4 when I can just stab him until he dies? Outmaneuver. Stab, stab, and punch. Have I mentioned the Silent is actually a really strong character? She's really good at what she does, and what she does is mainly stabbing, and that's all she's ever needed to do. Did I take a single point of damage? Am I gonna get extra points because of that? Absolutely. Is this enjoyable to you?
Absolutely.
Do you enjoy my company?
I'm here.
I'm
enjoying it.
glad.
I'm just multitasking. I've got a game running.
So,
killing out.
what do you reckon? A curse and 3 relics, or energy and 1 strength, and my enemies get 1 strength, but I get 1 energy. Double the effectiveness of potions.
I gotta
Double potions, a curse and 3 relics, or energy, but my enemies get strength. Tell me.
What?
Your opinion is important to me. This is an interesting
pick the
quandary.
shiny one.
This one gives me a curse and 3 relics, and that's the one I want. Because the curse gets me points later on.
See? I knew I picked the right one.
Have you just seen what I got out of this, though? Anchor is brilliant. Start each combat with 10 block. The Courier lets me buy infinite things from shops. And Dead Branch turns my shivs into random cards when I stab with them.
Right.
So, I am an absolute monster of a god now. So where am I supposed to go this time? I see 3 elites. 3 elites. Lots of question rooms on that path. Does that seem about right? Look. You can see. They're all lined up for me. They want to be my friends. Like
are,
this.
Are you winning?
This.
Are you winning, son?
This avocado man. Look at how cool he is. He knows what he's
Avocado
doing.
Man.
You can see that he's an avocado, right? Assuming you're
Sure.
actually watching.
I'm watching.
Good. Do you know what just
I'm just
happened?
making
My terror turned into another
bad
terror with the dead
decisions.
branch, which is hilarious. He doesn't need to be terrified twice, actually. That's actually silly. And I'm actually taking damage for the first time this whole run. How masochistic of him. Do you know what? Every time I shiv, it creates more fuel for the immense fire that is my deck. Everything is on so much fire. Look, more knives, more cards. I can't. They, Helen, I've got to the point where my enemies don't last long enough for me to play all the cards I want to play. I'm really sad. I wanted to stab that guy more. I can't believe he wouldn't let me stab him more. Let's take Clockwork Souvenir. That's a good one. This is a good decision. Do you like this one? Do you like this event?
Event.
This event, yeah, I've got two choices. 3 bandits, right? And I have 2 choices.
Uh-huh.
What do you make of them? Do I give them 5
fight.
gold and leave, or do I kill them and take their gold? You know? I think I'm gonna go for the big one first, because it's just traditional to kill bear first. It makes them all really sad. Oh, I'm not going to be able to. He's not going to die fast enough. Have you seen this? The bandits complain when you kill their best boy. They get extremely upset if you do anything to harm bear. They also get upset if they punch me, I guess. So, what I want to do... I need to kill bear. He's too annoying. Calculated gamble. Let's draw something useful, please. For heaven's sakes. There's nothing useful in this whole deck. How did that come about? Why am I losing so much health? Hey, senior citizen, give me some advice. He says no, bear!
I will give you some advice, young man.
Are you becoming Zedmar?
You shall do the task that is set out before you, and you will always remember that
I've unlocked a second
greatest
fart.
gift in life
Is the second fart?
is the love of a woman.
I thought it was to hear the lamentations of their women and to see my foe trampled before me and stuff.
I hate my wife.
She took my balls from me. Has anybody seen my balls?
I hate my balls.
That is a reference that no one will get and no one should. I seem to have an infinite amount of ability to defend myself. How is my power both infinite and finite at the same time? I feel like that's kind of rude. Do you know what I've just found? The 4th blade dance. Now I have 4 of them. And you get 25 points every time you get 4 of a set. What do you make of this fellow? Do you like to read? This guy's gonna teach me all about knives. Yes?
One wall tile covers a whole wall, right? But as soon as a window's involved, it wants me to use 2 for the same amount of space.
Yeah, because that's just how walls work.
Make sense.
That's just how walls work.
I hate walls.
Can you read this book? What's he saying?
What?
What's this book saying?
It's a book?
Yeah, it's a book, right? Look at him. He's the book of stabbing. That's his one job. He has one job, one love in his life, and that is stabbing. We have that in common.
It says, my name's Australia and I like knives. That's what it says.
This book has one love, and it is the same love I have, to be honest. And now he's dead.
Are you gonna kill a monster, David?
Always. Do you know what I've just acquired? Do you know what this is? At the start of each combat, 3 knives get put in your hand.
Oh my god!
Exactly. I don't need a swift potion. I don't need a power potion. I don't need to drink my potions because the silent is too damn strong. She's too powerful.
You know what else is powerful?
She has too many knives in her. What?
If I just stay in this voice for the rest of this stream, people think that you're talking to like a 5-year-old.
I think they started thinking that, to be honest.
I hate your guts.
Why would you like them? They're guts.
Who knows, they might be delicious.
Are you a gut eater?
Could be, for the right person.
Is your husband in the room with you right now?
The right man comes along, I'll eat their guts. Sounds tasty, sounds good.
I keep getting bigger and bigger knives when I stab people. More knives come out.
Good.
It's horrifying.
Stab them, knife papa.
You will notice that everyone has been poisoned by my farts and they will die simultaneously. Ooh, a masterful stab. Let's go for that. Doesn't cost anything to play, does 16 damage, why wouldn't I want that? Meat, vaguely helpful. Okay, I've got another friend with minions. But what if I just killed everyone? What would happen then? Oh my god, you serious? Bullet time? I can just play that and do whatever I want. Okay, I guess I can. Let's get to 20 cards played. Okay, I couldn't get to 20 cards played, but nobody standing in front of me is having a good time right now. They see the woman of stabbing, and they know they're about to be stabbed. It is an instinctive knowledge to them. Also, the woman of stabbing is herself relatively unstabbable.
Relatively.
I mean, you could try to stab her, but it just wouldn't hurt very much. I have all these backflips, so she's just backflipping out of the way of these guys and then stabbing them. It's very aesthetic. You can just imagine her just flip, 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 knives, 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 knives. That's all she needs to do. One of the cards has art of her just with a million knives in her coat. And it's very funny.
You know what else flips?
The bird?
House flipper.
The bird flips too, though. Oh my god, stop dying!
Rude.
They keep dying on me, and I want to kill them more.
Who raised you, you little piece of shit?
Why do these guys keep dying? Before I can... Snecko isn't even going to have his first turn. I'm so disappointed. I can't believe it. I like it when Snecko tries to do things to me and fails. He's not even going to get the chance to try. That's so mean. How much damage do I do with Predator? 51. That's so mean. Ooh, another blur or another outmaneuver. Let's take a fourth outmaneuver and get points that way. In the question room, we have the Centurion and his mystic friend. I think these two are madly in love. She does everything she can to heal him, and he does everything he can to protect her. But their relationship is unfortunately going to come to an end now. He's going to dump her because he'll be dead, and she'll be also dead, and that's just not the start of a stable relationship. That's necrophilia, you see. Is it necrophilia if they're both dead?
That's a very interesting philosophical question.
I know, right? Do I have all the outmaneuvers I need? I do. I have all the scream. I have all the knives I need. I have all of the... Yep, I can't get anything else. This shop can do no more. I don't want to buy a sneaky strike because I'm probably not going to be able to collect 4 of them. I want to upgrade my sucker punch because 2 weak, inflicting 2 weak is a lot stronger than inflicting 1. 2 is a much bigger number than 1, I hope you realise. Does that make sense? That 2 is a bigger number than 1?
Yep.
But they say 1 is the loneliest number. Is that right? Is 1 really the loneliest number?
Nah, I think the loneliest number is 7.
Why? Because 7, 8, 9. And they all run away scared because he's a cannibal.
7 people, everyone else is going to be grouped up, aren't they? I imagine 1 person and 3 couples.
Okay. Okay, 7, you say that, but isn't that the same case for each of the 7 people?
Yeah.
Your logic escapes me.
I don't need my logic to infiltrate you.
The bronze automaton is trying to hurt me and failing. I'm here with my 23 health. So this guy has a 50 damage hyper beam that he does at some point. And I've only got 23 health. Do you think I'll be okay?
Maybe.
How am I going to get past his 50 something damage hyper beam?
With gusto and ambition.
Well, currently everyone is very poisoned, so that's a good start. Now he's doing 6 times 2. Oh, do you know what else I've got? I've got a paper crane. That helps. It's a bird. It's a bird. It's an origami bird. And its presence is quite useful to me. What are you holding? So both of these friends that he's got, they're holding my masterful stabs, which are my biggest knives. So the moment either of them die, they've basically just put them in my hand for me. Which I think is a bit foolish of them. Also, I've somehow managed to take damage even though I was working very hard not to. Doesn't make any sense. So I'm actually going to have to reset this fight. I can't believe it. I was bragging so much. This always happens. So what strategy should I employ if my former strategy didn't work?
Better one?
Good idea. I'll employ a better strategy.
Yeah.
Throw knives. How about that? I want to hit you with Predator, hit you with Masterful Stab, hit you with Backflip, Sucker Punch you in the face, Heel Hook you in the face, and then play Outmaneuver. Bronze Automaton looks like he's having a very bad day, but he looked like that before, so... He's going to try and do 8 damage, but I just passively don't care about that. Maybe I should ignore the little ones and go straight for the big one. He does seem the type to not enjoy being stabbed in the face a whole lot. There's a little bit of damage coming in, but if I just scream at it, it'll go away. And actually, these guys are hurting themselves more than they're hurting me because I'm covered in knives. Footwork. I'm gonna do my Fred Flintstone dancing. You know, twinkle toes is what they call it, right? Why do I keep making Flintstones references is the real question. Why do I keep falling short of actually doing the damage I want to do? Okay, so his Hyper Beam has been cut down to only 3 damage, which is kind of hilarious. And I've just found Wraith form in my in my potion, so I'm fine. I can't be harmed. I'm unstoppable. So these guys are gonna die, drop their masterful stabs into my hand, and then I'll just use those to kill this guy, and that'll be beautiful. So yeah, they basically drew my cards for me, which I think is always nice. Elites drop an additional relic when defeated. Yes, please. I don't want to go for anything that makes me stronger. I want to go for things to get me more loot. Because loot means points, and points means high scoreboard, you know? Do you think I'm going to make it to the high scoreboard? Huh? Am I a scoreboy? Or am I just a lame boy?
I'm gonna dip for a bit because I'm very sleepy and you want me to speak and
Oh,
you're
do you
just
not
really
want to speak?
annoyed. I'm just not finding words, I'm just very sleepy.
Oh, that's fine.
So I'm gonna go and be sleepy somewhere else. If you want to play something afterwards, let me know.
I do. You can, if you wait 5 seconds, I'll be finished and we can go straight to playing. I just won't talk to you anymore. I'll just talk to my crowd.
Yeah.
My crowd that doesn't exist. You were supposed to attract them. I was using you like one of those wooden pigeons.
I would be a better wooden pigeon if I was also streaming, and also if you put me in your stream title. You just kind of did the regular stream time, and nobody came because nobody knows I'm here.
Yeah, that's true. But it's fine, I'll have the VOD.
And I'm not a very good wooden pigeon.
You're my only wooden pigeon.
Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah, but it's not a question of whether they find me, it's a question of viewer engagement, like when they hear you and decide to stay because of that.
Nobody knows who I am.
Less people know who I am. I am far less infamous than you. Decoy duck, that's the word. It's not a wooden pigeon, it's called a decoy duck. How could you not have known that?
I wasn't part of that conversation.
Okay. Debatable. A debatable statement was that. But I'm prepared to believe you. So, you weren't part of that conversation,
No, I was not the one deciding what a decoy duck was called.
You're always a part of my life. I think about you constantly.
Ew.
You're supposed to say ah, not ew. So I'm gonna have 1 hit point now. Just thought you should know.
Right.
But it's fine because I have meat.
Right?
My meat will restore me
Right.
to a previous state. Oddly smooth stone. Why is the stone oddly smooth? Why is it odd that the stone is smooth? Should be my question. Okay, I'm on 21 stabs, 22 stabs. Let's stab everyone else. How many more people can I stab?
I think you can stab as many people as you want to stab.
That's my heart desires. Ooh. Okay, Noodle has arrived. I want Noodle to put his thing in me.
David, you can't just say these things.
Look, at this point everyone who watches my streams knows exactly how I feel about Noodle.
You're in love with Noodle.
Look. Noodle's
Are
Parasite. Noodle's
David.
Parasite is a useful curse for getting a high score, and the other day
David.
I was singing to the YMCA tune, Noodle, will you put your thing into me? Noodle, will you make an adult of me? Something weird like that. And I was proud of my disgusting lyrics because they were really cool.
David.
Yes.
Are you into tentacle porn?
Only if it's the writhing mass. And only if I'm the woman.
Is there a male and a woman? Is there masculine and feminine parts to tentacle porn?
I'm not going to tell you that I know the answer to it, but I may know the answer to this.
You've obviously not read enough tentacle porn.
Like I said, I know the answer to the question you've asked. My knowledge is not zero. Terra, Masterful Stab. Let's take a Masterful Stab. And let's discard my Blessing of the Fortune, take an attack potion instead. Why are you discussing tentacle porn on my stream? I can't believe this. This is an indignation.
You have literally discussed worse on my stream during the Jingle Jam.
Look, I never said virgin unbirth, so you should be thankful.
Right. But you were discussing fetishes whilst I was driving a car through the snow?
Fetishes are the concept of fetishes in general is tamer than the context of specifically tentacle porn.
I feel like specific tentacle porn is, you know...
What, is it sufficiently mainstream that
Yeah.
that you're allowed to talk about it, whereas fetishes are something that require philosophical discussion and therefore are too complicated.
Look.
Okay,
We are discussing one sexual pleasure specifically. You guys in my stream were discussing a variety of sexual pleasures, going into depth about different species of sexual pleasure.
I'm not even monetized, but if I was, I wouldn't be. I'm somehow going to be demonetized, like, retroactively from this.
Oh, come on. There's actual adult, like, models showing their tits on this service. I don't think you're gonna be demonetized for tentacle porn.
So I might just clip that particular line from yours and put it on your channel.
You can't do that.
Can't I?
No, you can't actually literally do it. People wouldn't be surprised to hear it from me, but you can't actually do that.
They wouldn't be surprised, you're saying?
Yes.
I see.
David, you think your audience knows that you say off the wall things?
So
my audience expects
So the card I've just played is Choke. I'm choking this guy out right now. There's also a card called Sadistic Nature. I've been mocked for playing both of those cards before.
David, I'm the one who asked George in Stardew Valley to piss on me. On stream.
I think I almost died, but I don't know. You've asked them to piss on you on stream, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Could they reach? Could the stream go far enough?
No, I asked George.
Oh, that George. Yes.
Because he really likes leaks.
Oh no. Oh no, not. I was thinking of a different George. That's the worst George. Look, I get that he's an old man. He probably can't hold it in.
Just let the man piss.
It was a really good rhyme, what I was singing to the tentacle monster the other day. I can't remember what the rhyme was, but it was fantastic.
Look at you getting over 50 followers.
Me? Really? Have I?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Prepared or
You're a good little
acrobatics?
man.
Let's take acrobatics, because it's... Oh, hang on. Who am I fighting? Time Eater. Acrobatics, then. Time Eater is
Get it.
horrible. So, you know how my whole deck is about stabbing people a lot?
Uh-huh.
Time Eater will prevent me from doing that. He will reduce the amount of stabs I'm allowed to do by a large
Okay.
number. Do you like mashing pears?
What do pears taste like?
Schnapps?
Good answer.
So I just matched a Mind Blast, which is lovely. So I'm gonna get some overkill now.
Shit.
Hmm. Yeah. It was a very funny moment where I asked the tentacle monster to make an adult of me. It amused me somewhat. All out attack or sucker punch. Let's say sucker punch. I'd rather punch with my suck. Punch out, now with more suck. We should stop making in-jokes, because the audience won't get them.
You say that, but I have an entire GeoGuessr map devoted to in-jokes that constantly gets played on stream.
Nice.
Which reminds me, I need to update that.
Is the Colosseum on the map anywhere?
Yes, it is.
Ha! Fancy that.
Julia played it on her stream the other day. I asked, and Anki always asks for it because there are lots of Australian locations. Because I decided to try.
Another funny thing. Go on.
But Julia played it on stream and was like, and then Nell can tell us the context of everyone that comes up. And the Colosseum came up. And I was like, what's the context, Julia?
Oh,
She
no.
was like, well. So there was this loser who thought it was the Arc de Triomphe. I was like, oh, what's that?
I was
That's
looking
nice,
through my
Julia.
old streams to see which ones had the most hits, and I found one. Well, I said, I like it when the riding mask gives me its parasite.
Yeah.
I found one where I got so angry that I was asking to see the manager, and there were lines like, "I feel like my worm is being poorly managed." Have you seen how badly this guy is managing my worm? Sort of stuff. It was just so off the wall. Wow, I nearly got killed by that spiker. That's a bit rude. You have to have been there, but still. Okay, is there anything I can upgrade? Mind Blast. Okay, now there's hope for me. I'm not gonna get there in 2 minutes. I'm so sad. How do I kill this fool? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 103 damage straight to the face. And I acquired a fan. You know what? It's my biggest fan. He's back! The Tentacular Spectacular is back! He's gonna give me another worm! I want the worm! I want it now! For the record, if you look at my screen, you'll see that he's about to put a worm in me.
Right.
It happened. Not only, so I got double wormed today. That is more worms than I've ever had from these worm friends. I'm so glad to be infested with parasites from my favourite worm friends. Do you know, I think there's a book about this. Isn't there a book about this subject?
About parasite hentai.
It's called Worm and Peace, right? Ha! Worm and Peace, get it? Because I'm fighting them? You liked that, right? You can't help it. The silence means you found it too funny to respond to. And she's left. I just cawed like a raven. And this will be the end of Time Eater. How many knives will it take to kill this fool? Well, that was dangerous. Right, I lose to that. He's actually going to kill me in one hit if I'm that dumb. I need him not to do that. How do I make him not kill me in one hit? What strategy must I employ for that to not happen?
Be better.
Yeah. Good idea. Oh, that's interesting. No! It doesn't work! Right, so I'm gonna get stronger every turn. My defenses are absolutely stupid. Like, I have god tier defenses that no man could ever break, or worm. He's a snail. Look, he's a slug. Isn't that cool? Aren't slugs cool?
Well, you said he was a worm.
No, he's a snail guy. Look at him. Look at his little snail face. He's so cute.
Then why are you hurting him?
He deserves it for everything he's done. Can you see how he kind of breathes in the time? It's so funny. Look at his little look at his little snail face. No. Caca. I love a worm face, a snail face, even if it's my arch enemy's snail face.
You know, in Luma Island, they give you a snail on a skateboard.
Fantastic.
Just saying.
Now imagine if it was Time Eater on a skateboard. I'm sure he'd love it. Time Eater strikes me as a boarder. He lives by no one's rules but his own. Darn. I keep playing the wrong card on turn 3. This fight isn't difficult. I just need to sometimes play my defensive cards and not be a complete lunatic. So let's start by throwing a knife at his face. Then we drink this and pull out a device for drawing cards. Then we stab him. Then we stab him. Then we stab him. Then we throw a knife at him. Then we eviscerate him, pull the guts right out. Then we stab him. Then we blast him in the face. Then we backflip. Then we backflip. Then we give him the old sucker punch. He tries to hit me, but he can't because there's a folded bird in my inventory. Now he's gonna transform into his second phase because he thinks he needs to. This isn't even my final form, he says. Foolish, foolish, he says, and he's right. He is foolish. And I don't have the ability to defend against it, so I have to try again. But it's not going to be difficult. The only annoyance is that because I didn't do it in 45 minutes, I'm losing 25 points for that. How could this be allowed to happen, huh? How could anyone be so mean as to not let me win in infinity minutes?
David Stinky.
David Stinky. Is that all you have to say for yourself?
Yeah.
Time Eater is stinkier than David.
Is Time Eater.
Look at his little snail face, he deserves it. Right, I'm gonna just not play any cards this turn. Doesn't matter to me what you do. Okay, maybe it did matter a little bit. But I can defend against it by running into him at top speed. Sometimes all you have to do is run fast. You know what I really need? I need to draw cards that aren't terrible. How in the world are my cards not better than this? I barely need to defend myself. Let's just kill instead. Okay, now he's been punched in the face, so he's weak. I need to play a dash, otherwise I will be hit in the face. I need to smash dash. Smash bash! Okay, I was convinced I would be losing there. As it is, I'm doing the opposite. Time Eater not strong enough. Okay, I've buffed now. I've scaled too fast for him. Who are you talking to?
What do you mean, who am I talking
I can hear voices in your background.
That's because I have a husband.
Is he talking to people?
Yes.
I thought he was watching TV.
No. Tom has friends.
He has real friends. You mean we're not the only important people in his life? How sad. We have to keep him to ourselves.
I'm not even in the top 10 in his people, to be fair.
That's hilarious. Who told you that? Was it him?
Yeah, he has like 8 husbands.
I was hugging another man the other day, so I can understand the husbandry. Time Eater is really bad at fighting me, as it turns out. It turns out that I do not need lot of stab, I just need big stab. And I need a bird. So long as I have my bird, there is nothing each time I can do. The bird is the word. Or so they say. Oh, I was hoping to combo him. Maybe I should just drive my stick into him. My stick isn't bony enough to kill him. Oh yeah, there's Frozen Eye. I told you I wasn't ever going to use it, and I didn't! I was right, I never used Frozen Eye, despite having it. Because I didn't care. Ah, my score's so low. Do you want to see where I am on the leaderboard?
You won in my heart.
7 and 6. 6 isn't enough, and I didn't get high speed. I didn't get light speed, so I am here on the leaderboard. Front page, 17th place. A couple of spaces
Yay.
below the guy who was at the top, who just got luckier, I guess. Or played better. I'll say either's fine. Okay. Well, that was a lovely stream. We had guests. It was the best stream. And now it's over. Dun dun dun.